Alright guys, welcome back to another video. So in this one we're going to be doing a nice simple lathe project. I've got this little mallet that I bought when I got into leatherworking. It's just from Tandy Leather, and it's basically just a little small headed mallet that I think is going to be something that I can pretty easily replicate on the lathe. So I want to try remaking this thing out of this nice block of maple I've got here. So we're going to be taking both the head and the handle out of a section of this block here and just trying to turn it and see if I can actually make this work. Alright, so there is our tiny little mallet. Now this is much more of a little little kid-sized mallet, but it still has some uses around the shop. And so if we compare it to the mallet that I was trying to somewhat replicate here, the head size is exactly the same, which I really like. I'm actually kind of impressed that I was able to get that to a similar size on the lathe, and we're a nice even size throughout the head here, so that's pretty good. The handle, as you can see, is quite a bit shorter, purely because I just used that single block of maple rather than going and grabbing a different piece of maple to use for the handle, which I probably should have done if I actually wanted to get that proper length on there. But again, this will still have some good uses around the shop, or I can just give it to my nephew when he gets a little bit bigger. And so this was a pretty good little project. I do think I kind of understand a little bit more how you actually deal with some of this stuff and kind of some of the stuff that I need to improve on with my lathe work here. So one of the things I really want to hear from you guys is any recommendations on like what lathe tools I need. Because as you guys saw in the video, all I have right now is a pretty cheap set of carbide tip tools. And the one that I used in the video to actually make this whole mallet, it's got this like curved profile to the edge of the carbide. It's supposed to be square, so I can't actually get like really clean, crisp square corners, which does show through on some of the stuff on this mallet. Mainly the area where I made the tenon that goes into the head area. So I need to figure out what tool to get for doing that part of it, but yeah, again, it's all just kind of a learning curve at this point. But overall, it did come out pretty nice. It's all nice and smooth, which is what I really like about the lathe, is how, really glossy and smooth you can get stuff finished to, which is kind of nice. But yeah, nice, simple project. Again, something totally useful in the shop here, or something that'll be good to just kind of give to my nephew when he gets bigger. And so if you guys have any recommendations on, smaller, easier projects to take on the lathe, or tool recommendations especially, I would love to hear it in the comments down below. Really, I'm really just looking for some advice, and you guys have a lot of good opinions out there. So if you have any tips or tricks for working with the lathe, I would love to hear them. And as always, guys, I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.